Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. There we go, the lighting's better. Check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. However, if you do resonate with this reading, please say hi. Don't be shy. Let's get into it. Universe, please. Insight and information. What messages and wisdom do you have for this beautiful collective? What do they need to hear on this day? Okay. Taking out 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards. Okay. We have 2 separate energies coming through. These 2 cards, we have the 10 of Wands here moving into the Fool. It really looks like you're going into a lighter energy. It looks like you are freeing yourself of a lot of the heaviness that used to sit around you. It feels like a very conscious decision that you're like, actually, I'm not going to let these things burden me. I'm actually not going to let these things get me down anymore. I am going to make the clear choice to see the opportunity in everything and to see a positive potential outcome in so many things, where maybe before you only saw potential negative outcomes. It really feels like there's a very good mindset shift. We'll get into what's going on there. And with the second energy here, we have the 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands. If you feel like there has been a communication lately that hasn't been going the way that you thought it would, or maybe it's been feeling very you've been feeling very defeated in it, or you feel like you're just not getting the reciprocation, or that it's just ending up a little bit, you feel like you're walking away defeated, know that there is going to come this very fulfilling and nurturing emotional energy that's going to come from that is going to really help you look forward in a really positive way. What I see as a theme coming up here is that things are looking very positive as you continue to look forward. Everything seems to be really focused in on this idea of positive momentum moving forward. Let's get into this Fool energy here. Universe, please, insight, information. I see what I'm focusing on as I'm looking at this card, as I'm specifically looking at this this person listening to music. I think that's a really important part of what's going on here. Maybe you're listening to music that makes you feel good. Maybe your relationship to music is shifting if you're someone who works with music, or maybe this is resembling you just appreciating what you make, the art that you make, or the art that is around you that kind of helps you move forward. You could also be getting into some new music or some new audiobook or something like that, but I really see there's something in particular, and the way that you are connecting with it is really helping you internally shift. We have the 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the Strength. It really felt like there was this period where you just could not see any of the good things that were coming towards you. It really made you feel like, what is the point to anything? I never get what I want. I never achieve the things that I thought I would be achieving at this point. What am I even doing with my life? As I tap into that energy, it feels void of purpose, but I feel like through strong bonds of community and fulfillment and support, I feel like it's really important that you have, or you start to build a really strong support system around you. You will start to garner a lot of internal strength. Now, what's also being called to be said is, if you don't feel like you have that support system around you, know that support moves both ways. If you want to have a strong community around you, you have to be a participant within that community. You have to also be giving in order to receive. There is this reciprocal energy that happens within a community, and that is what community support is. Everyone putting in effort for each other. So if you want those people to be putting in effort for you, you also have to be an active part of that community and really be giving to them as well. That can be really hard for you to do if you feel like you're not in a place where you have the capacity to give. But even presence is giving, even messaging is giving. It's just saying hi, it's being present, it's having your energy be present. We really undervalue what presence and energy can do to support others. For example, if you're feeling like alone or you're feeling isolated, someone doesn't really have to come along and pull you out and take you out places so that you can reconnect with the outside world. They literally can just be in the DMs with you, get on a call with you, just sit around watching a movie with you. Like, their energy alone is enough to support you. And you probably know that because when you're feeling alone and you have a friend that's just nearby to you, they don't have to do anything. Just being there is enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need to be part of that community as well. You just need to show up in places. The more you isolate yourself, the less access people will have to you and to be able to see that you need help and be able to be there for you. So reconnect with the foundational people that are there within your community that want to help you. There are probably people there who are in your messages right now being like, hey, how you doing? And you might not think that there's a strong connection between you and this person, but that person is there ready to help you, ready to be there for you, ready to show up for you. So just respond. I know that can be a big ask if you are feeling rejection from the world, if you're feeling a lack of purpose, if you don't have the dopamine firing and telling you that you should be doing things and seeing people. But try your hardest. Just start with one small habit at a time. One message. One person. That's all you have to do. Now let's look at the Five of Sops is because I put together swords and cups and I was like, sops. Sops. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Let's get into this energy. Universe, please, insight and information. You might feel like people have turned their back on you. You might be feeling like, oh, I'm coming towards you and you've turned your back on me. That's not the case. It's really not the case. Let's get into that energy there. Like, what's actually going on in that situation? Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, whoever it is that you're communicating with, that you're feeling like, oh, why aren't they communicating back with me? They see you so beautifully. Look at this, the world and the star. Like, that's absolutely insane. Like, to be like, what's going on here? Like, and for these cards to come up, insane. They see you so beautifully that they have, like, they're kind of bound in all of the things that they want to say. They see you as so powerful, and they definitely see you as someone with, like, hyper independence. Like, it really feels like you don't need other people. That might not necessarily be the case. It feels like you need other people. It feels like you need support. But you do not give that impression at all. You definitely... you give the impression that, like, everything's fine all the time. Can relate to that energy. But there are so many things that want to be said, but because there's so many things to be said, but they also feel like they're gonna what there. I feel like this is what they get really close to saying something, and then it's just like they lose their words because they feel like they have so much that they want to say, but they feel like it sounds weird, but it feels like it's not worthy of you. And like they're not worthy to say these things to you, especially because you seem like you're doing just so great, and they just feel like whatever they have, whatever truth or communication or request they have for you just feels really... It feels really trivial, and it feels like, oh, this isn't something that they need to hear. Like, I can just keep all of this stuff to myself. That's what's going on there. Let's get to this Queen of Cups energy. Like I said, I feel like there's actually going to be so much emotional healing from this communication here. Okay. So we have Coming from the Queen of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, Judgment, Five of Cups, and the Two of Cups here. I feel like there's going to be a very cleansing conversation. And I feel like you are both going to be able to see each other so much clearer. But it's kind of clouded between this idea of, well, what are they going to say? Or like exactly what I was saying before. Like, I just don't even think any of this is important. I think it's got more to do with where they're perceiving and valuing themselves and how they are reading. You know what it feels like? It feels like you really wish this person would reach out to you, and they feel like you are doing so much better without them. So they aren't picking up that, like, you probably want their friendship back in your life and that you really miss them because you've got so much going on, and they see the way that you're showing up and it's big and bright and colorful, and they're just like, well, you've moved on. Like, you've just moved on. Like, what do you need? Yeah. There will be a time when you come together and kind of like swap notes, and you're like, oh, I've missed you. Remember when, and there's going to be a bit of like I think there's going to be a kind of pouring through of the details that's going to make you feel like you are moving forward. Like, once this reconnection happens, I really feel like you're going to be moving forward with another asset. Like, I think this person's going to be a really good asset in your life. I feel like whether it's in a work capacity, in an emotional capacity, in just someone who is a good, positive vibe, ambitious and supportive to have around you, like, they are going to be an asset for you to have in your life. So it seems like there is a bit of a bridge for both of you to cross in terms of understanding where the other person is. But the big thing is that I think you're just giving off this vibe that you're like, everything is great in my world. And I just, from what I'm seeing from the first half of the reading, I'm feeling like that's not always the case. And look, like I said, can relate to showing up differently on social media than what is actually going on in real life. So don't stop doing that. Like, you show up how you need to show up. I'm sure you got your reasons. For me personally, it's like an escape. It's like I can get away from all of the other stuff, and I can show up on socials and feel really normal. So it's a bit of a coping mechanism for some people. Drop it in the comments if you feel the same way. Yeah, so let's get into the last bit of oracle cards just to see what the last little message is. Hope this has been some helpful insight for you. I feel like this is not tea, but it just is like, it's a little bit clarifying. Some of the readings are like, you got this, babe. And some of them are like, this is what's going on around you. And I feel like this one is probably one of the more clarifying readings that I've done in a while. So I hope it's brought you a little bit of information. Here we have energy. Call your energy back to you. Power or a depletion. Okay. The message coming from this is that, like, because there seems to be a bit of energetic power being lost over this, like, miscommunication or lack of communication between you and the person that you're connecting with. Hone in on yourself right now. Really put that energy in yourself right now. Really, really important that you do that. That lack of communication will mend itself in its own time. Don't worry about it. You worrying about it is just draining you. It's gonna resolve itself. It's all gonna be so good. Just focusing on you. Make sure you aren't procrastinating things too much. Make sure you aren't. Don't be ruminating. You guys are like, don't ruminate on this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? Can I just be real with you guys for a sec? Because I started watching other readings And because I used to watch other readings all the time, and now I just kind of watch mine and maybe a couple of other readers. But I started to watch some of the just different readings. I was just like, oh, let's just try some different readers. And I realized how different my readings are from other people's readings, because a lot of the readings are like, you're going to see this before this date, and you're moving through the portal, and in 3 hours, these things are going to change. And I'm just like, I think I just don't resonate with that type of energy, and no shame to the people that do. There was probably a version of me that definitely wanted those types of readings. And if you are one of those people, that please tell me your feedback on that, because I think I feel, I don't know why I feel an energy of like, this just doesn't resonate with me. I just don't think this is a reading for me, which is fine. That's exactly what you should do when the reading's not for you, is click off, because if it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you are here because you like the types of readings that I get, that I'm realizing that are very different from some of the other readings that are on YouTube, thank you for getting me and understanding me and understanding what I am trying to do here, which is just give you the truth as I see it, give you positive affirmations, and just be a little bit of background noise to your morning that is hopefully helpful. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading, and I'll see you in the next one.